Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Persona 3 Portable Part 51. In the previous video the game made me very uncomfortable with Ken's social link, and that was the main thing. We did some other stuff as well. Dude, I get just flew out the door today. Ryoji's gone too. I don't know if there's something we can do there. Kyoto trip was so fun. Akihiko, he's so sexy. Okay, nothing new there. Is that a plot thread I need to investigate? Or are they just off doing their own thing? What's to do with career experience? They may be carrying cardboard boxes around all day. My arms are freaking killing me. I feel you. Tsuru Senpai's cheered up a little, which is good, but I still feel awkward. I couldn't help her at all. Yeah, unfortunately you didn't get the instant max rank social link after talking to her for 4 seconds. Career experience, that's all like seeing for yourself what a real job is like. Doing a part-time job already though. It's a secret to the school, but I already know everything I need to know how to enter society. How can they make us work for free? That is fucked. Career experience the other day was so boring. Just the same stuff over and over again. Should have just ditched. I would have had more fun sitting in class and doing nothing. It is also a full moon. I don't know if anything happens, but maybe. The other day I saw something weird on the internet. That's every day, baby. It was a high school chemistry forum, and they said they wanted to put a container of water in the middle of school. They dropped 1 mole of sodium and caused a huge explosion. Oh, we've actually read that one already. RPGs aren't bad on the cell phone. On the cell phone. Some people are protesting the decision to cut the tree down. They probably want those dang persimmons. Okay, it's looking like we got no options. we got no options, man. I can pray for Ken. I really don't want to do a social link anymore, but also I do want to do it just because I want to finish it, just to see the train wreck. It does annoy me that they made it so bad. He's reduced to nothing but a yes man for his managers and bosses. I know having a job is important, but don't sacrifice your self-worth for it. Especially not young kids like you. Tell your classmates what you really think and form lasting friendships. Because, like, instead of being gross, they could have just made Ken's social link about him seeing the main character as like an older sister because he's lonely because he was an only child and his like parents aren't around anymore. Like that could have been kind of like wholesome, and instead they made it gross. Or even if you wanted to make it be like Ken has a crush on the main character, you could use that as an opportunity to have the main character be like, no, here's why this is wrong. You know, it's understandable for you to feel that way, to a degree. Because plenty of young kids will have like crushes on people that are like way older than them. But you could use that as an example to be like, hey, this is why it's exploitative. But instead, they went with you're my special little friend, pal, and I hate it. If you eat a bowl of ramen without setting on the table, you'll be a champion thing holder. It must be tough since it's so heavy and hot. It's getting cold. I can just go inside, but I wonder about him. I heard there's a lot of warm places around here, but is he really gonna be okay? He's got squinted eyes. Ever since my coworker's accidents, I've been more careful. I'm getting a bad reputation though. Everyone says, step on the gas, man. I tell you, this job. Teacher came to life for sports day, but now he's back to normal. He's usually so calm, but when it comes to festival, he's like a different person. I was looking into Mr. Kirijo's death. There's one thing that bothered me. The chairman of the board, Shuji Akutsuki, he was found dead with Mr. Kirijo at the observatory. And he's known Mr. Kirijo since they were in the Kirijo group together. I wish I could put my finger on it. Oh yeah, I didn't really think about how sus that would be. Well, his disease was very contagious, but only to one person. As soon as he touched someone, they died instantly, but it stopped being contagious then, or something. These people in town are like statues. Though since they don't stop the trains or cause any trouble, I prefer them to the gangs at that spot. Kicker God Shearman died from falling from the observatory. Usually it's the bad guys who tend to die by falling from a high place, but can't be right. Guess I've been watching too many movies. I should be praying for him. I was about to tell him okay, but all of a sudden he pulled his hand away. Did I do something wrong? It's cold. Let's hold hands or something. I forget what I just said. I'll see ya. Meow. Bet those 2 or 3 whatever thought they were king shit. The way they strutted around here in those messed up clothes. And they never had to think like that, or they would have been able to do the stuff they did. Well, they had to think like that. Dude, it's all about self-confidence. We don't gotta worry about them anymore. They're long gone, dude. Alright, against my better judgment, I guess we'll go fucking... Well, let's check the mall. And then we'll pray for Ken. Our only option is talking to... Well, did we check Mitsuru? I don't think she's there, but we'll check. I can get back together with my friends. I can concentrate on this. Guy's been following me. Is he blushing? Thought it was looking wonderful lately. I came over to say hi and I didn't recognize her. She getting married? Yeah. What about you? I don't mind just that. He said he wanted to be a damn astronaut and stuff. So touching. Alright, we'll see if Mitsuru's here, and then if not, well, I guess we pray for Ken. Or Akihiko. I think we can, because Akihiko we're gonna finish. He's our only person on Fridays and Mondays. And maybe another, I feel like he's available 3 days, but I guess not. I just feel like I remember when they introduced him, they were like, he's available in 3 days. But I've never seen him on anywhere other than Monday or Friday. Because like sometimes they tell you, but sometimes they don't. Yeah, because like it seems all the side social leaks, they tell you what day they're available, but the others they don't. Just kind of weird. He's decided to donate money for poor kids. Yeah, that is, I don't know why. I guess it's, I mean, it's just the side ones. Like the non-main characters. Are you ready? Still not done? Okay.
Hi, how was your day?
It's the full moon, but we won't be conducting an operation. Maybe I should summon Juno though, just in case. By the way, have you seen Igus? Is she in her room? Igus has been returning late these days. She never used to. I wonder what happened. But can I go to Tartarus? Okay. I assumed no, but figured I'd check. Yeah, I was surprised Aichan said that. Yeah, whatever, man. Arf. Wait. I mean, maybe. I got nothing to do. Everyone's studying for their exams, so make sure you don't tire yourself out. Even though Igus is only a robot, her words really touched me. Maybe it's more complicated. I mean, there's nothing, I mean, I don't know. Even if it just advances the time slot, I guess we'll talk to Koromaru. Woof, 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 woof. Koromaru is frolicking happily. He picked something up. Alright. Not really worth, but the alternative was doing nothing. Meanwhile, at the Moonlight Bridge. It's the dark hour, and a figure on the bridge looks up at the moon. don't know. I wanted to say moonlight for some reason, and so I tried to cut myself off, and so I said moon really weird. Another figure approaches it.
I've been looking for you. What are you doing here?
Well, to answer your question, I ended up here when I came to my senses. It's strange. The sky and the ground look so weird. And there's no one here. Something terrible has happened here, and yet I feel at peace.
Have you forgotten?
Forgotten what?
The Dark Hour. A time period few people are active during. But you've somehow adapted to it. Too well for a human, in fact. Yes, it's all so clear. Now, I understand the reason behind this feeling I sense when you're around. You are not good. You are my enemy.
Your enemy? Enemy? That's right. On a night like tonight, the moon was full. It was long ago.
Yes, we met once before. As adversaries.
Who am I? Who are you?
I am Aegis, the last remaining anti-shadow emergency control weapon. A machine created to destroy shadows.
Created to destroy shadows?
And you, your true name is Death. You are the shadow I sealed away 10 years ago.
Yes, it was 10 years ago. The night I was born into this world, I set foot on this very bridge.
The sole purpose of my existence is to destroy shadows. It is for that reason that I was given a personality and a persona.
I am the 13th Arcana. I was never meant to be. Everyone called me Death. But when I was born, a part of my power shattered and was strewn about. As a result, I was incomplete.
Even so, you were far stronger than I anticipated. Since I could not defeat you, my only option was to seal you away. Under the circumstances, there was only one suitable vessel. A human girl who happened to be nearby.
Oh, okay. So that's would be the obsession with the main character then.
I had no other choice.
Kinda fucked.
I see. I was inside her all this time. And I unwittingly led her to my 12 missing pieces.
Well, not really. We were kinda told to do that before we really talked to you.
And then... I see. I understand now. I remember everything. Who and what I am.
A machine is created for a purpose. Mine is to defeat you. That is the purpose of my existence.
It doesn't have to be that way, Aegis.
Palladian!
Don't be foolish, Aegis. I'm different than before. There's no way you can win. I'm sorry.
Aegis was knocked back without setting a finger on Ryoji. That's our boy. Aegis's chassis was heavily damaged from being slammed to the ground with such force.
I'm sorry. This mission appears impossible. A machine that cannot fulfill its purpose has no worth. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm scared.
Meanwhile, in the dormitory command room, Fuka has summoned Juno and Mitsuru is manning the equipment nearby.
Juno! Wait, did something happen?
Yukari, is something wrong?
Well, it's a full moon tonight. You noticed it too, didn't you, Senpai? Jeez, I'm starting to feel like a workaholic. Oh no, did something?
We don't know anything for sure. However, we can't find Aegis.
Huh. Where would she have gone?
And I guess that also explains why I thought there were 13 shadows. That was... I guess I was thinking that the game had established that, but that was just me kind of remembering that from when I originally played.
I sensed a persona, but it quickly disappeared. And soon after that, I couldn't detect Aegis's presence.
Could it have been Strega?
Well, she hasn't sensed any of their members, but we can't be positive.
I've confirmed Aegis's location. She's on the Moonlight Bridge.
All right, call the others. Let's see what's going on there.
You rush to the Moonlight Bridge. Aegis's body is heavily damaged. Parts of it are strewn everywhere.
Aegis!
I'm sorry. I remember everything. Who I am. Who he is.
Aegis stretched out her worn hand and gently took it in yours.
I know why I wanted to be by your side. I'm sorry. I failed.
The real question is, what the hell are we doing on the damn bridge in the middle of the night as a child? It's gonna be okay.
I'm sorry.
There's no need for you to apologize. You?
Ryoji-kun?
Because I guess the implication there is that that's when the parents died as well. But like, seriously, why were they out with their kid at midnight? Freaking weirdos.
Wait, what are you
I
doing
mean, maybe
here?
I'm victim blaming. I mean, I am victim blaming. The question is whether it's justified or not. Aegis is no longer moving. It seems she stopped functioning.
What's going on?
It's all my fault.
What? You did this?
Akihiko, wait. He's not showing any signs of aggression.
Yeah, he wasn't showing any signs of aggression, and look what happened to Aegis.
Tell us. Who are you?
You really
What
had to
are
do her
you?
so dirty. I mean, you could beat her up without, like, you know, destroying her.
I'm the same as the beings you call shadows.
You're a shadow?
I'm the embodiment of all shadows. The Appriser, born from the union of the 12 Arcana.
The Appriser?
I remember everything now. The frightening truth about myself and shadows. It's all so hard to believe.
You know the truth about shadows?
I do.
What?
The shadows are here to facilitate the rebirth of the maternal being.
What?
The maternal being will begin to awaken as she is drawn to me. The Appriser.
You're the Appriser?
That's right.
What is this maternal being?
She is a great entity. There is no comparable word in your language for her. 10 years ago, a man collected a great number of shadows and contained them in a laboratory. That's where I was born. But the unification was interrupted, and I awoke in an incomplete state. Not long after, I fell to Aegis, as she did to me.
Aegis? Is that true, Ryoji?
She knew she could not defeat me. So in an act of desperation, she sealed me within a child who happened to be standing nearby. That child grew up, carrying me inside her, and by a twist of fate, she later returned here. As a transfer student.
You mean...
Everyone is looking at you in shock.
Yes. I lived inside her.
Ryoji was inside of you?
Side her?
Her special persona awakened, as did the 12 shadows, all in order to become one with me.
Ryoji's the Upriser?
They just keep saying that like it means. Why is he called a prizer? Like, that doesn't even seem like the most fitting title. Like, I don't know. He seems more like a beacon, or like the summoner or something.
And he was inside her body?
Well, like, spiritually speaking.
None of this makes sense.
I don't think he was like an extra organ or nothing.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry. There's more I need to tell you.
Ryoji-kun!
Ryoji lost consciousness and fell to the ground.
He appears to be exhausted. Let's let him rest. We have Aegis to attend to as well. We'll continue our talk later.
You're in shock at what you've just heard. Ryoji lived inside you for 10 years, waiting to make contact with the 12 shadows. And the boy named Pharaohs was actually Ryoji. So many questions remain unanswered. However, Ryoji is unconscious. Well, I mean, Ryoji being Pharaohs, that's not like that big of a twist. That came across as like fairly obvious, I feel. No, the being a shadow thing, I didn't really remember. You took Ryoji and Aegis home. Granted, I think the Ryoji being Pharaohs is because I'm pretty sure his social link isn't in the original game, so he only probably pops up a few times before this scene. So that it's definitely not as obvious as it is if you do a social link where he's constantly kind of referencing stuff Pharaoh said. Mitsuru walked in.
He's awake now. Let's meet tonight on the 4th floor.
Okay.
All right then. I'll see you later.
Damn that Ryoji.
The dormitory command room. Everyone is gathered. Ryoji is sitting on the far sofa, hanging his head.
Is everyone present?
Are you okay, Ryoji-kun?
What you gotta say is everyone present. Like, there's not that many of us. Like, you can just look around and be like, okay, do a head count mentally.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks. Besides, there's more I have to tell you guys.
Ryoji-kun.
There are many questions we need answered. To begin with, you said shadows were here to facilitate the rebirth of the maternal being. Please elaborate on this.
Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah, you were saying some like weird ass shit.
The maternal being is called Nyx.
Who the hell's Nyx?
Nyx is the mother of shadows. In ancient times, she bestowed death to this world.
Kinda rude.
If she is awakened, darkness will once again cover the land and all life will vanish.
All life will vanish.
Something about the way he said that is funny to me.
Are you saying everyone will die?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what it means.
It would be more accurate to say that everyone will forfeit the will to live.
Trying to be poetic here.
Are you talking about the lost?
Everyone seems to be coming to the same conclusion. Every human being will become like the lost, leading to the extinction of mankind and the end of the world.
The fall.
Well, the world will be fine, just won't have any people in it.
But it's still possible to keep it from happening, right? What? There's no way to prevent it?
I'm sorry.
Wait, what are you apologizing for? Are you saying it's for certain?
Yes. You heard the bell. I'm the Upriser of death. My existence is the affirmation of the fall.
The affirmation of the fall?
Everyone is at a loss for words. It is inevitable. The entire human race will become members of the lost. Ryoji's existence confirms the impending extinction of mankind. That can't be.
When? When will it happen?
I'm afraid you will not live to see spring.
But that's not too far away. What are you guys freaking out about? All we have to do is defeat this Nyx.
Yeah.
And that won't be a problem, because we've never lost.
Well, in theory, we've never lost. Yeah.
Defeating Nyx is impossible.
Well, you know, we don't need to say that right now.
It has nothing to do with strength, ability, or power. Just as all living things die, and the flow of time is continuous, Nyx cannot be defeated.
What? That's bullshit!
This is all so sudden.
Oh yeah, you're here. Others are startled.
I was born from a collection of shadows.
It does kind of feel like they forgot about Kin when they were writing this scene. They're like, oh yeah, have Kin say like 2 words.
But now I have a human form, so I can talk with you, laugh with you, cry with you. All gifts I received because I was inside her. Of all the people on Earth, it was she who carried me. Thanks to that, I am able to give you a choice.
A choice?
Nyx's coming cannot be avoided. But it is possible to live in peace until she arrives. You'll have to kill me. If I were to disappear, all memories of the Dark Hour would disappear with me.
What? That makes no sense.
As would any recollection of the fate that awaits you.
I mean, it doesn't really, okay, it doesn't not make sense. It just seems kind of random.
You won't remember anything. The coming of the fall will be instantaneous, and you will not suffer.
We'll forget everything?
You'll be able to return to your normal lives. And in doing so, the time until the fall will be slightly delayed. In essence, I am the same as Nyx and cannot be killed. But thanks to her, there's a part of me that's human. So if death comes from her hands, I think it may be possible.
Ryoji is looking at you.
Ryoji-kun.
If you don't kill me, you will suffer more than you could ever imagine. With no hope for salvation, you will live every day paralyzed by the fear of your impending death.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
And I don't want you to have to endure such pain.
Yeah, our memories are important.
She's right. To forget everything would be like hiding from the truth.
Would that really be such a bad thing? All that awaits you now is despair. You don't know the terror of absolute death. Please, don't make your decision without at least thinking about what I've said.
Why is this happening?
Ryoji silently stood up.
You don't have to decide right now. You have until December 31st, New Year's Eve, to think about it. After that, I'll dissolve into the blackness of the Dark Hour and become intangible.
What?
Ryoji?
I will disappear with the coming of Nyx anyways. So don't worry about me. I'll be back on New Year's Eve.
Hey, Ryoji, wait!
Ryoji is gone. He disappeared, just like Ferris.
Ryoji-kun.
Hey, before you go, could I get a quick rank 10 on the social link?
We will see him again on New Year's Eve.
Ryoji's revelation was all too devastating. The world will soon perish. That mankind will perish. And the only option you are given is the right to choose how to die. Death is inevitable. The appriser truly brought about a death sentence. I cannot think clearly right now. How does a person choose the way he will die? Alrighty. How's it going, gang? An unavoidable end? This can't be happening. Everyone's going to die? What's up with that? I gotta say it's a... I don't know, something about the way this is phrased just annoys me. We're trying to live our lives the best we can, and it's all going to end? Come on, get real! Sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. I feel the same, Ken. We're all going to die? Regardless of how much we want to live? Arf. Courtmar's to... Yeah, Courtmar, you didn't say anything during all that. There was no barks or nothing. I did feel like somebody was missing during that. Courtmar could have barked and growled at him. Come on. Just because he can't talk doesn't mean he can't be a part of the scene. Damn that Ryoji. Does he gotta have his mind? That's such bullshit, man. I never imagined my life ending. Feels like my insides are being torn apart. We got any new recordings to maybe lift the mood? No? Well, what about a recording of Ryoji and Junpei hanging out, since apparently he was hanging out with Junpei? Apathy syndrome patient numbers have yet to decline this month. Many are questioning the abilities of the experts who predicted a date when the recovery would begin. I don't know what to do, man. Punching bag. Let's have Thor box some. That is a cool little story section though. I'm trying to think like what I wanted to say about it. I didn't want to just completely not say anything about it, but I mean, I remembered some of it. Like definitely the thing about being sealed inside the main character I did not remember. Like I didn't remember what the explanation was for why Pharos was a thing. And the stuff about, like, I remembered Ryoji and Pharos being the same person. I feel like that's especially made obvious in his social link. I think it's maybe a bit less obvious. I mean, other than, I mean, they do kind of talk the same and have the same voice actor. And, like, you know, same inclinations and everything, so making the assumption isn't that crazy, even without a social link, but... trying to think. But yeah, because I kind of remember the Ryoji gives the ultimatum about how you're all gonna die and there's nothing you can do about it. I didn't really remember like how soon it was. Like I didn't know it was actually like right now or in this section, but I guess so. And like I don't know if the game ends in a month. Like I don't know if that kicks off the actual end of the game or if there's like more time after New Year's Eve. I heard some people saying the apathy syndrome is nothing to worry about. I heard the same thing. Puts people at ease, right? Yeah, it certainly does for me. Think it's some new religion? Wait, you guys are taking this seriously? Of course not. Class is ended for today. No way I can concentrate on school now, man. Let's get going. Kyoto trip was so much fun. Just seeing Akihiko, yeah. But yeah, also, I do think the whole, like, you know, Ryoji's, like, death is kind of cool. You know, the way it relates back to the opening section with Thanatos, when he gets, like, summoned in place of Orpheus to eat the first shadow. The other day I saw something weird on the internet. Okay, I feel like there's no dialogue. What about Akihiko? Okay. That's cool. I'm starting to feel like maybe I could have done Bebe Social Link. Well, was Sayori there? She's only there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Oh, wait, she wasn't there. She on Wednesday? When is Saori available? Tuesdays and Thursdays. But you weren't... Or did we skip some days? We may have skipped a couple days. Because if yesterday was Thursday, her ass was not there. I'm pretty sure. You're back. My bad. Last night had just been a dream or something? Probably not, huh? We should organize the information we already have. Is there anything you would like to know? Why does he look human? That's an excellent question. Ryoji Mochizuki is a shadow. The same shadow Aiga sealed inside you 10 years ago. Yeah, how did she do that? Over those 10 years, that shadow changed. It gained the appearance and characteristics of a human being. See, that would make sense if they weren't getting it from us. The most dead, soulless person alive. And that's why it gave us a choice. I mean, female main character is less dead inside, at least. But the idea of anyone learning to live from the main character, they would just be kind of like staring at you soullessly, saying one phrase every hour. Why Aigus was hostile to Ryoji. Aigus lost her memories of the battle she waged with Ryoji Mochizuki 10 years ago. However, I believe she still sensed that he was a shadow, an incredibly strong shadow she had fought before. After the incident, Aigus was taken to the laboratory. The researchers are tending to her, but the injury she sustained, it's going to take a while. Stupid Ryoji, saying the world's gonna end out of nowhere. The Appriser, what the hell does that even mean? No, it doesn't mean anything. I feel like it's not the best title. He should be the Herald. That makes more sense. Because his appearance heralds Nyx's resurrection of all. The Nyx thing also doesn't really make any sense if I think about that. I don't know if they explain it to any more detail, but it's just there's like a death being that existed a while ago, but for some reason stopped existing, but is gonna come back. I don't remember if they explain that more. We have to stay calm, because right now it doesn't actually make any sense. We have to stay calm. If we panic, we won't be able to make the right choice. We have to think about what's going on. Yeah, what the hell is Nyx? According to Ryoji, it was Nyx who brought death to this planet. But, okay, like I can buy that, but like, where'd they go? Nyx will turn every human being into a member of the Lost, and we'll all die. The shadows are pieces of Nyx, and their sole reason of existence is to revive her. The Appriser is the one who summons Nyx. The appearance of the Appriser is a sign that the fall is near. Look how everyone's just become dictionaries. I guess everything that's happening right now is just the beginning. I'm hoping this was all just a bad dream. I remember the other time I wished everything was a dream. Yeah, when you stabbed our friend, or tried to stab them. Everyone just needs some time. We're all confused and we need to make sense of what happened. Can we avoid the fall? He said it's impossible. Nyx is death itself, so we can't avoid it, or defeat it. If we let Ryuji live, we'll have to face Nyx, and he said Nyx is undefeatable. So, how can we win? I mean, if we're gonna die either way, you might as well go down swinging. Coming into the fall may be delayed by a little, but our memories related to the Dark Hour will disappear. It may be the easiest way, but I don't think I can do it. I don't know, but I won't run away. I don't think anyone cares about exploring Tartarus. Well, Fuka, here's a little secret. Nobody ever cared about exploring Tartarus. Is there something you wanted to ask me? Increase in Persona users? According to Ryoji-kun, the reason was because of your existence. You came with Ryoji-kun inside you, bringing us all together, as well as the shadows that have been dispersed to different locations. That doesn't really make sense? I mean, it would make more sense if it was like we met people and then they, for some reason, were having their like potential awakened, but we never meet any of the characters who have become Persona users before they become Persona users. Like, they never have any contact with us. Well, except for Junpei. Junpei is the only example. Because Yukari already has it. Mitsuru does. Akihiko. Technically, you can talk to Ken before he's introduced if you go to the shrine, but he's never introduced into the story before he's confirmed to have the potential. Koromaru's kind of a question mark. Because you do meet Koromaru as part of the story, but you don't know if he has the potential yet already. He's not confirmed until later, but you don't necessarily know that he doesn't have it. Fuka you don't meet until she's already in Tartarus. They probably should have kind of done it like that, maybe. Like at least have like most of the Persona users were just characters that you kind of interacted with, or like, you know, maybe you had like some physical contact with at some point, and that like transferred it or awakened it in them. Because really, I feel like that can only apply for Junpei. Because he's the only one you like talk to at any degree beforehand, and like maybe Ken, but you don't talk to him as part of the story, I'm pretty sure. Like, he's not first introduced until he's already either, like, he has the potential. Ward off apathy syndrome and try waving goodbye to the setting sun. Poor Mario doesn't have any dictionary for us. 10 years ago, you happened to be present when Aigis and Ryoji-kun were fighting, but like, why? Aigis couldn't defeat Ryoji-kun, so she decided to seal him inside you. What a tragic fate. But that would also, like, I don't know. Because, you know, they kind of seem to imply that, like, Aigis knows it's, like, a small child. I think it would be kind of cooler and would make more sense if it's just she put it in, like, a random coffin and then only realized later that she put it in, like, a small child. And, like, you know, it kind of adds extra, like, weight to the action. Because really, it doesn't make any... Because it implies that we're the only ones who were around. For some reason, we weren't transmogrified. So we already were special beforehand? If we weren't a coffin? When you moved here, Ryoji-kun began to awake and the 12 shadows appeared. Oh, okay. Well, you were going to say a little bit more there, but... I mean, there's definitely some things that are like, you know, you have to like just roll with for the sake of like the plot. But they could put a bit more effort into explaining some of the like technical aspects. Because there are a lot of times like the Dark Hour stuff doesn't, like the Dark Hour in general, I feel like doesn't make that much sense. You know, it's a worldwide phenomenon, but it only seems to affect people right around here. You know, the implication of like if it affects everywhere, they're like Persona users elsewhere. I do think if it was just that like being near the main character is what turns people into Persona users, that would be a good explanation, but unfortunately like 3 characters already have it beforehand. If it was like maybe just Mitsuru who had it naturally because of like the experiments on her, that would kind of make sense. But Akihiko and Yukari and, well, I guess Shinji as well, they're just normal guys and girls. I guess it could, well, you know, maybe it's just that like the area in general is tainted from the explosion, and that's why. What am I doing? I guess we're playing video games. Well, let's check the club. Would you like to know your fortune? A girl falls under the full moon, a boy walks amidst shadow, and the boy himself is shadow. A child who bears shadows within, the immense shadow approaches, its depth unfathomable. its extent without limit. It comes to an end to end all things, the darkness hidden by the shining heavens. How will you stand against such a fate? Farewell then, may your future be bright. It doesn't sound very bright, you just said shadows like 8 times in 8 sentences. Dude, check out my arm. Whenever I feel something off, I get goosebumps. I get them down when I was walking down the street. Isn't this town weird, man? No matter how beautiful a rose may be, you're nothing more than a foil. What? Go away. Remember when I told you how I forgot to check my fortune and I started to sweat? Yeah, I check my fortune first thing in the morning after I wake up. If I forget to check it, I can't get through the day without sweating. You can't go through the day without her fortune? This is bordering on an addiction. What should I do? Maybe I should ask Mama. Wait, wouldn't it be weird to get a fortune teller's advice on shaking an addiction to fortune telling? No, I'm really lost. No, you'll become the lost. What you got for us on Fridays? Mole whackers. You overhear a conversation. You hear about Ryoji in Class 2F? No, I didn't. What happened to him? He fucking died. His parents got transferred again, so he won't be around anymore, but my social link. That's why I didn't see him. Well, that was sudden. Class is ended for today. The Kyoto trip was so much fun. I need to stop talking to you, lady. All of my squad is like, they don't want to talk to us anymore. Which is really annoying, because like, my social links. Hey, I guess we go pray for Mitsuru. Give me a... We'll do Bufudan or Endure, whichever shows up first. Null Poison? Crazy? Actually, Resist Ice could be good. For sure. I mean, Mitsuru's already gonna level up. What social links do we have left? It's just Mitsuru, Yukari and Akihiko and Ken. And then Ryoji's kind of a question mark. I don't know if we messed up or if his rank 10 is later. Well, I guess just in case, since Akihiko's at rank 9 and might potentially need the... Bro! My health! Oh, it's you. Never mind, there's no point in asking something else. Or someone else? Scared? I'm not really scared, I just can't seem to comprehend all that has happened. I thought I would go stronger after my father died, but I haven't. Stupid Ryoji, saying the world's gonna end out of nowhere. What the hell does that even mean? Thinking about it isn't gonna change anything. I'm going to do some training. That's all I can do. Hey, why don't you, train your social link with us? I was hoping this was all just a bad dream. I remember the other time I wish everything was a dream. I'm a dog. Probably all because of my dad. I'm going to fight against the fall just like my dad did? Kutsuki and my grandfather both accepted the fall as the rightful fate of the world, but like, why? They didn't believe the world was worth saving. What destroyed their hope for the future? I wanted to hear Natsuki-chan's voice, so I called her. She seemed to know there was something wrong. I couldn't tell her the world was going to end soon. Well, it's not going to end soon. Probably. What should I do? Come on. Some recording to cheer everyone up. No new recording? Okay. Well, this will go, do nothing. I wonder what percentage of our nighttime activities have been spent playing video games. It's probably at least like 75, right? Like probably like I think 40% of our total actions have been spent either going to the shrine or playing video games. You are tired. Hello everyone! Welcome to the Home Shopping Show! Guarantee of your desires! I'm your host, Tanaka! Grocery. A ruby! Yeah, that's worth. That's worth. You guys say anything? Wonder what Ryoji-kun is doing right now. He seemed to be the most upset about the world coming to an end. Well, I don't know. I feel pretty upset about it. Worrying about, I mean, it doesn't have to be a competition, but worrying about him won't change anything, though. Right. He doesn't look forward to the fall either. I'm sure he wants the same thing we do. I'm thinking about what Strega said. It reminds me a little of what Ryoji-kun was talking about. They must have known something about the fall. Gives me a bad feeling, though. Looks like we're being laughed at. Afraid there's nothing we can do about that. Let's just concentrate on Nyx for now. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Strega. Just got a report from the laboratory. Apparently Igus can be repaired, but they don't know exactly how long it will take. Let's see. He was seriously damaged, so I'm relieved to hear that. Yeah, I hope she can come back soon. This is so difficult. There must be something we can do. Arf. There's a... Where's the jumpy doll at? In the Aki? Hio? Akahiko? I don't know. I was gonna call him Aki doll, but I kind of chickened out on it. Sometimes you guys are hanging out at the mall and we can't find you in on Sundays. My son isn't stressed at all. Even with exams coming up, I'm a little worried about him. You know that wild duck burger in the Iwatoda strip mall? He's trying something new on the menu every day. And that's the place that uses mysterious ingredients. I doubt they'd use anything inedible. But I wouldn't be able to eat there. I don't have the courage those kids have to try weird foods. Maybe that's what we should go do. Maybe we should go to Wuk. My favorite. And what about, you got any new quests? Hey, what up, Theo? The world's gonna end? Did you know this? Did you know about the world ending, Theo? I'd like to visit your room. Rainbow hairs, sands of time. Hey, we will have you visit our room, but later, because I just realized what time we're at. We'll go to... Sure, we'll eat a Wuk. The duck fries are as tasty as always. Are the fries made with real duck? Even though the ingredients are a mystery, you courageously devour the burger. It was actually pretty good. Oh, it's you. Sorry, I was just daydreaming. I was thinking about what Shinji would say to me if I died before him. What do you think he'll say? Nah, not really. They've seen a long time. I didn't ask if you're scared. I said, what do you think he'd say? Akiko, you're not listening to me. This is why we don't have a max rank social link. We're on different wavelengths. Takes a long time for me to register fear. Even though I've experienced losing someone before, that always hurts. First time I've ever felt like this. Alright, we will call it here, and next time, we'll see if we'll ever get to do a social link again. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.